I'm Della Cruz. Thank you very much for joining us here on Spotlight New Jersey. My guest today is a businessman and popular personal trainer known for his Take 12 fitness concept. Don't you love it, considering we are News 12 New Jersey? Michael Blauner is based in Ridgewood. He came highly recommended by Tom Murrow, the celebrity magnate featured on our station. Later in the show, Michael will demonstrate his fitness techniques. But first, I want to get to know you better. Welcome, Michael. It's good to have you here.
Well, it's good to be here. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor.
Tom spoke so highly of you that I had to bring you on the show.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Tom.
Now, let's take a trip down memory lane, starting with you as a little boy. You grew up where?
In Saddlebrook, Bergen County.
Tell us about that and your family.
Oh, it was a great place to be a kid. I have such fond memories of being there. It was nonstop action. When I grew up, things were a little different, so everybody was outside all the time. The parents could just let the kids go. You were outside from the moment you were available. You were outside playing till the moment the dinner bell rang. You were back at home, and then just back out again, just nonstop.
So that's how you stayed in shape. And taking a look at a picture of you in a pool, you knew early on what you wanted to do in life. I love that. What are you doing?
Well, I'm obviously flexing. I mean, if you can't tell from here, you know, you can see how big my arms are in that picture. I was in quite good shape at age, I think, 5 there.
And who are you flexing for is what I want to know.
I really prefer not to say. I'm a married man.
And 5 years, I love that. Now, coming up to your family today, you have a wife and a beautiful wife, beautiful 10-year-old daughter. Tell me about them.
Well, my daughter Chloe, who's 10, and my wife Allison. I'm a lucky man. They're great. I have a great family, and I'm just so happy.
And how did you get started with your business?
I was always interested in exercise. I received, I think, a pair of blue sand weights when I was about 12 years old, and never turned back ever since then. I always incorporated exercise into my activities. I was very involved in sports as a kid, a lot of wrestling, baseball, football, and I incorporated traditional forms of exercise a little bit later on, and things we see as traditional now, you know, weightlifting and running and things like that. So I've always been involved in that. And when I was in college, I was at William-Patterson studying political science to go to law school. I took a trip out to California and met a few people out there who were getting the personal training business off the ground, brought it back here, and from there it just took off. And
Take 12, when did that come along?
About a week ago for your program.
Perfect timing.
I designed it for you and your viewers because I thought with the new year coming, a lot of people have always come up with different reasons why they can't work out. So I figured, let me come up with something that most people can do in a concise amount of time. It covers your whole body, and pretty much anybody can incorporate 12 minutes into their day. So it's a group of exercises designed at a beginner's level as well as a more intermediate level. And you can go through the series, and it should take about 12 minutes, and it should get most people in great shape, and you move on with the rest of your day.
12 minutes, Michael? They tell us we have to exercise at least 30.
Well, that's what scares a lot of people away from it. And sometimes I even hear now it's an hour. I mean,
forget the hour.
Nobody's,
it takes a lot for me to do.
Unless you have the time and you have the desire and the motivation, which is great. The more you do, yes, the better. But for most people, you can get an amazing workout in a short amount of time, blast through it, get it done with, and move on.
So what's your philosophy for the 12 minutes when you work the body?
I try to incorporate every muscle group using large motions, which work different angles, different types of opposing muscle direction, and this way you can get the whole body into one workout.
And 12 minutes is really that effective.
I think so, yeah.
Especially if you give it all you've got.
You give it all you got. You know, of course, giving it all you got is relevant to the one particular person, but as you move on and you do it more often, that giving it all you got becomes a little more intense, and therefore you become in better shape.
So yours is a mobile business.
Yes, it is. Strictly mobile business.
You do a lot of traveling. You train the celebrities.
Yes, I do.
Who are some of the celebs?
Well,
unless that's something you want to keep on the down low.
If I told you, I probably wouldn't have them as clients anymore. So I think they prefer to keep it kind of personal.
Obviously, you've been doing this for quite a while. It's a successful business.
Yes.
Where would you like to take it? What's the next direction you want to take it in?
Well, I love doing what I'm doing. I always want to do what I'm doing. You know, I'm always looking for different angles, different things to do with it. I have something I've been doing right now with young up-and-coming trainers, which I find very interesting and fulfilling for myself. People who are just getting into the business and want to learn about it. And it's not so much about the actual training techniques, it's more about the business of personal training. So what I do is teach them the things that I've done over all the years I've been doing this, and kind of guide them through mistakes I've made, things they should avoid, things they should learn, and develop them as business people so they don't waste time where areas where I wasted time. And this, so they can make themselves a better trainer, therefore their clients are going to be better trained.
And how many people are you giving back to in that manner?
Oh, as many as I can. You know, it depends on, you know, how often that people get in touch with me to do this. But I'm open for, you know, as many people would like to get in touch with me that I can help as possible.
So that's the word you want to put out here via my program. Go ahead and tell your audience.
Well, you can get in touch with me at michaelblauner.com, and I would love to help anybody out who is looking, to be trained and looking for a trainer, or anybody who wants to become a trainer. I can hopefully help you move in the right direction.
Just quickly, what are your secrets for looking as good as you do?
Well, you know, a happy life. I think the most important thing is being content and happy and trying to live a life that's fulfilling to each individual. So it's not just about the particular exercise. Yes, of course, exercise and diet make a big difference in, you know, how you feel and how you look. But you have to be happy within yourself and find out what you truly want to do.
Michael, I couldn't have said that better. Yeah. Thank you for that philosophy. We appreciate that. Next, Michael will demonstrate his Take 12 fitness concept here on Spotlight New Jersey. Can't wait for that.